And welcome in On the Go. You know, Christmas is right around the corner. If you want to give yourself a gift before Christmas, go to Shakespeare and see A Christmas Carol. And also, if you want to give a gift to a good friend, give them a gift to come and see A Christmas Carol and the upcoming season. Today we have with us the new artistic director, been here about 3 weeks now.
About that.
Quin Gresham. Glad to have you with us, and you come to us from a little town called Arrow Rock, Missouri.
A tiny little town
Population
of 56 people. Can you believe it?
Absolutely. Well, you got more people you're working with over there than we're in the town.
That's right. That's right.
It makes it amazing. But you've been here now, and A Christmas Carol is up and running, getting great reviews, as always.
It's a terrific production,
Yes.
filled with all of the spectacular moments that you expect for an old miser being dragged through his past, present, and future by some ghosts.
Yes.
And in addition to that, all of the great holiday cheer that comes with that story.
Great. And we need to let our viewers know you can get a subscription to the 2025 season
Right.
with the remaining productions that are going to come up. And there's some good shows in the 2025 season.
Indeed. We have a family 3-pack subscription. So when you call to get a ticket for A Christmas Carol, why not make it a larger event? Get A Christmas Carol, get Sherwood, The Adventures of Robin Hood, which is a
Yes.
hilarious take on Robin Hood and his band of merry men, and Marion, too.
Yeah, and that'll be in next spring.
That's right. That's right. And then we'll round out the season in July with The Wizard of Oz.
And that's in July going into August.
That's right.
Of next year.
So all 3 of those shows are perfect for the family. I mean, all ages. I don't know about you, but do you remember watching The Wizard of Oz on TV?
Oh, yes.
When it would come on that one night,
Yes.
and we couldn't record it, so
Yeah.
we had to sit there and watch it.
Yeah, it was always like The Sound of Music.
Exactly.
Once a year. you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, put that on the calendar,
Uh-huh.
and it's going to be something to happen.
But can you imagine the joy of sitting in that beautiful festival theater, seeing Dorothy and
Yes.
the lion and the
Yes.
scarecrow and the Tin Man? It's going to
Yes.
be really, really exciting.
And then there's some other productions like the Watsons Go to Birmingham, Kudzu.
Yes.
And what we need to do is that shows happen in the Octagon Theater. That's a very intimate theater that they put there.
When I first came here to learn more about ASF and Montgomery and decide
Interview.
if this was going to be
Yeah.
a good place for me, I was immediately taken by the Octagon Theater. It is such a beautiful, intimate space. You don't miss a moment in the storytelling because
No.
you're right there with it.
Well, yeah, that's right. You feel like you're a part of it.
Right.
Totally a part of it.
And with the Watsons Go to Birmingham, you're going to be right there in the car with the Watsons as they pack up in Flint, Michigan, and head down to Birmingham. It's such an interesting play, one that I'm really, really excited to see with a fantastic cast and creative team. It's interesting because it takes place in 1963. We know what happened in Birmingham in 1963.
Yes.
So there is this horrific moment in Southern and American history that is a part of the story. But also, too, it is the story of a wonderful family. And if you've ever been on a road trip with a whole bunch of kids in the car,
Yes.
you will absolutely relate to the journey that the Watsons go on.
You
It's-
remember, be quiet or I'm going to turn this car around.
Exactly, that's it. That's it.
I don't want you to turn this car around. Well, that's great. And then, of course, like you say, Robin Hood is going to be a wonderful production next year.
It's such
Yeah,
a fun
sure would.
adaptation of that story, and what makes it really exciting is it's interactive in a lot of ways. The audience is going to be very much a part of that action,
Right.
And you can expect appropriate swashbuckling.
Good.
So in that way, it does have that sort of Errol Flynn feeling to it, but at the same time, it understands all of the jokes that exist in Robin Hood land. So maybe there's a little bit of Mel Brooks' Men in Tights in there as well.
Well, what you have to realize about Shakespeare, it is the Shakespeare Festival, and with the name Shakespeare, there is one Shakespeare play next year,
Absolutely.
Hamlet.
It's, I think, the greatest play in the English language. And if we have 3 hours today, we can talk about it. There's so much in that play that is so timeless and universal. And I think that many of us today struggle with what sometimes can be a crippling feeling of inaction. And that is where Hamlet is stuck. He has been, in his words, prompted to his revenge by heaven and hell, but he still cannot decide if the ghost he saw is trustworthy, if his uncle in fact killed his father, and does he have the strength of character to act? And he debates that with himself. There's no mention of taxes, I don't believe, but there's definitely a lot of discussions about death, the thing that we all will face. And I think William Shakespeare wrote about that in such a perfectly human way.
That's great.
We're really excited about it.
So you can go to the website, which we're putting the website up here, and it's out AlabamaShakespeareFestival.net.
ASF.net.
ASF.net. So it's very simple
Yeah.
to be able to get to the website and look at the different packages, because they make wonderful Christmas gifts. For somebody that has everything, you don't have this.
Exactly. And maybe you have young people in your family that are interested in learning more about theater. The early bird special for the
Good.
Spring Acting Academy is still available. Lots of great classes
Good.
for honestly students of all ages.
That's great. Well, we're going to get you to come back when we get into the beginning of next year.
Great.
To be able to really kind of push emphasis on the different plays that we need to be a part of.
Terrific.
And thank you so much for choosing Montgomery, Alabama. I know everybody in Arrow Rock's going, we miss them, but we're glad you're here.
Thank you so much.
And just remember that Alabama Shakespeare Festival is a true gift to the city of Montgomery. And we'll be right back right after this.